Good afternoon on this fine, oh God, what day is it? Wednesday, the 6th of May. Welcome to Talking Bollocks, part 41. It's coming up to 5:05. A lot later today because, it's not like I've been filling my day with loads of stuff today, but in the thingy of the RSA giving me advice that I should take the car out for half an hour, start the car for half an hour every week. I thought, fuck it, I might as well just go drive the car for half an hour, which turned into a 45-minute drive with the daughter and two of the dogs, and then a walk round Shirley Hills. So long as your walk apparently is your exercise is longer than your drive, we're good. And we weren't that far from home. We only sort of drove out to sort of Bromley and Farnborough around there. But at least the car has had a good running, and the dogs had a different walk from the park that we normally go to, which I think is kind of probably important for their mental well-being and enrichment of their lives. What we've been doing today, had my second part of my Introduction to Buddhism course yesterday, which was really, really, really interesting. I'm really enjoying it, and I've asked them for some stuff to read because I am very interested in just finding out more about Buddhism. Today I managed to actually meditate for 20 minutes and sort of been given homework, but not homework as such, in that we're not supposed to get tied to it if we don't manage it, and that's just sitting for 5 minutes without doing anything. So you can sit there and have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or whatever, but actually sitting still for 5 minutes, just paying attention to how we're feeling, what's around us, what noises, smells and sights. And it's funny, I realised as I was doing it, phone's on silent and away. I'm sitting outside in the garden, and I realised I hadn't noticed the clouds for ages. I'd noticed them, when we go over the country park and there's a big beautiful sunset, or there's some sort of, clouds look unusual, or there's rain far away, but just the clouds going past the houses over the back, which was really cool. And I guess it's sort of mindfulness practice that so often we spend a day where we distract ourselves. We just don't sit with how we're thinking or feeling, and just to sit there for 5 minutes without my phone, without anything, without a book, or without some crochet, or without watching telly, or was quite strange. And I realised that often I do spend my day distracting myself rather than, and that's fine because, we all got to do what we got to do, right? But I found it was quite, I noticed the clouds more, and I noticed that there's actually swallows flying high above, so there must be swallows over, there must be nesting nearby to be above, and just sort of relaxing and not doing something for 5 minutes. I actually sort of wanted to make it more, so I'm gonna definitely try to do that each day. No phone, no book, nothing, just no distractions. That was really cool. Meditation was lovely. It's a really nice day today, and I'm lucky enough to have a garden, so I was just sitting in the garden, and I'm now just cooking some dinner, even though it's a bit early. I'm hungry because I forgot to eat lunch. And I'm going to work on my blanket today and guitar lessons. But I hope everyone's doing okay. I know on the news today there was some sort of something about that twat Johnson, Cockwomble, in fact, Johnson saying something on Sunday. And I don't know how much of out of lockdown we are going to be, and I don't think it's going to be as much as, I don't think it's going to be that much. I don't think the rates that they need to, the death rates and other things need to be a lot lower before they allow it. I managed to book an Iceland shop, and that's coming Friday, and in that I've put some frozen chocolate eclairs to sort of commemorate my grandmother this weekend, which will be cool. And I think it's just been a nice relaxing day. Obviously I've done the normal bits of putting on some washing and hanging some washing outside, the exciting bits. But, you know, there's stuff that need to be done. And I'm just taking it this lockdown and this year, and I'm lucky enough to be able to just taking it relaxing-wise as much as I can. I did have to sort out my holiday insurance I would have been going to Vegas in a few weeks. And because I managed to do the holiday insurance before the cut-off, I have got a 65% refund on its way. Because they couldn't do it to the dates, because next year, I haven't actually booked next year. Because I decided to go for a voucher with British Airways. So hopefully that's going to be okay, and I'll get to use that at some point, and then I'll just rebook the travel insurance. The guy was quite funny on the phone, and it's obviously quite weird for them, because I think a lot of them are working from home on their laptops, so there must be some sort of lag and delay, because we kept on talking over each other. So I just gave him maybe 5 to 7 seconds more after I finished the end of a sentence to reply, because I realised that there probably was a delay relaying along, or something along those lines. And for those of you that are actually working from home, I hope you're doing okay, because I think it is important to differentiate. You know, when I leave work and come home, that 20 minutes it takes to drive home is enough time to sort of go from work mode to home mode and just sort of go through the day and, you know, have a little bit of space and create, whereas that's not really happening at the moment. Everybody's work is their home. So, yeah, that's probably kind of weird for a lot of people. I've decided I'm going to learn some different patterns in crochet. I don't know how good I'm going to be at that, because I sort of, when I learn, my lovely friend Katie taught me, and she had to literally take my hands from behind me and sort of do a few of the stitches for me to actually get it. But once I got it, and it sort of stayed there. Although I have forgotten how to do a granny square, how to start it at least. So I need to YouTube that. But, you know, that's all cool. That's fine. What day is it? Yeah, tomorrow I think I'm going to maybe try and go for a bike ride. But it depends how early. For some reason I couldn't sleep last night. Probably something to do with the fact that I'd had a coffee about 10:30 and I didn't realise it was that late. And also, then myself and the two youngest were watching Ink Master for hours and hours and hours, and didn't end up going to bed until about 2:30 this morning, but didn't manage to sleep until about 3:30ish, which is a bit annoying. And I know it was later, maybe even a bit later than that, because I put my app that I use called Inset Timer. On the on my phone, and I did it for an hour, and I'd woken up. I hadn't gone to sleep before that hour was up. So anyway, so I'm a bit tired. I definitely will sleep better tonight, because I got up quite early today for the fact that I'd sort of gone to sleep about 3:30ish, and I think I woke up about 11 a.m. But that was cool, because that meant it's given me time today to do all the bits and pieces I've sort of wanted to do, which is to meditate and do other things. And the dogs really enjoyed going out into Addington Hills, or I know it as Shirley Hills. And I think it just gave them a bit of different place, smells, sounds, and it was nice to go out and walk in the woods as well. And everything in the drive, because I hadn't been down some of the roads that I've been down today, everything's just suddenly green, and it's really weird that everything goes 1 minute, you know, a few weeks ago from everything just sort of budding, and now everything's green, and it's amazing. I love it. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day. I'm going to go and check my dinner, because I don't want it to burn, and it's, salmon with a balsamic vinegar glaze in olive oil as well, and chips. Which is what I fancied. Anyway, you take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon.